gente? Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Apron. I'm your host, Kassy.
And I'm Manny.
And babe, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de DRINKO, as one of my friends back in Orlando says. Babe, what are we going to be doing today?
We are going to relax and just spend the night in. There's not much craziness to do.
Well, you work, so you'll probably be making me margaritas when you get home. And we're going to watch The Chosen. You guys, if you guys have not started The Chosen on Amazon Prime, we have been binging it for the past 2 weeks, and it's actually an amazing show. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. You can even watch it
Bad.
on the app for free. Yeah. So if you are, I hate to say the word religious. I feel like there's such a negative connotation or idea when people say religious. I hate using that word. But if you are somebody that has faith, and even if you're not, like, I feel like this is such a great show to watch for all types of people. Sorry, you can hear Eddie in the background. But truly, truly a life-changing show. It makes me view the Bible and the Gospels in such a different way. Manny and I have been enjoying it so much. I definitely recommend you guys watching it. If you haven't, it's such a great watch.
Definitely agree. It has definitely coming from someone who, like you said, not to use the word religious, but someone who's not, to not use the same word, someone who's not as knowledgeable and be it the Bible or the faith or any of that stuff. Like, you don't have to be religious to, like, know like who Jesus was or any other stories. Like obviously you can go your life without knowing it, but if you don't live under a rock, you've heard
Sort of
of
story.
some sort of you've heard that there are countless religions out there in the world. So coming from someone like me who's not I'm not that religious, I'm not that like deep into it, it's definitely a interesting watch. Even if it's not about faith, it puts just things about life in general, like I don't want to say question, but it does make you look at life like differently because it's like, granted, these things happened tens of thousands of years ago, like the
Crazy.
circumstance and the principle of the problems they go through, like could very well be applied to today,
Yeah.
especially if you're someone who is like religious or does believe in the faith and has, either way, it is definitely a great watch. It's not like your typical movie, so it's not like you sit there, you watch it, and you kind of like digest what you saw. It's like every episode is something like
Personal.
different, yeah, personal like going on.
So
It's definitely a good watch.
yeah. So we'll probably spend our Cinco de Mayo doing that after you get off of work, obviously. But babe, how did you also spend your May the 4th?
At work that I do every other
I
weekend.
know.
It was good.
Have you had the pan dulce that Dad brought?
No.
You guys, there's this local bakery in town. We are Hispanic. We're Mexican, at least me and my family. Manny's Dominican. But we live on a border town. I've lived here like all my life, especially except for the 2 times, the 2 years that I lived in Orlando. But I grew up here. I'm from here. And so there's this local bakery in town. In Spanish, we call it a panaderia, which is a place that sells Mexican sweet bread, pan dulce. And for the past few years, this place has been selling Star Wars themed pan dulce on May the 4th. And they always sell out like early in the morning. And this year they prepped themselves early and they actually made like a huge event out of it. My parents went this morning, pretty late in the morning. I think by like 9 or 10 they were out there and they spent an hour out there like in line. And so it was pretty cool. They came back with like Star Wars themed conchas, marranitos, like it truly, truly
Nice.
cute. I'll share some photos for you guys, but my son and
That's
I enjoyed
insane.
a stormtrooper concha, and they have like Darth Vader, they have Yoda, they have Chewbacca. So very,
That's
very fun
interesting.
and tasty.
Yeah, very interesting to see.
Yeah. So,
No, I've not had them though, so
babe, have you heard of a McRecession?
I haven't. No, what is this lovely term that sounds like you made up?
For Eddie, change it, put on Bluey or something.
What is a wonderful made up word? Well, that this thing that you just said, that sounds like a made up word.
A McRecession. So apparently, a lot of the fast food chains in America are having a huge hit this first quarter of the year, and they're dubbing it the McRecession. It's so weird.
My
It
God.
includes rises. It includes rising prices and reduced consumer confidence, which has led to these declined sales. McDonald's reported a 3.6 drop in the US, and it's hasn't been like this since 2020. Obviously, COVID
Oh.
was a very hard year for several restaurants
For
and
everybody.
for everybody, yeah. And so for McDonald's as a chain to be seeing these types of like sales declines are kind of alarming. It goes back to, I know I had shared with you a few articles earlier this week that Jack in the Boxes are closing, Subways are closing at an alarming rate, which is actually very surprising to me. I love Subway. There's one down the street from us, but to be it closing at like 100 locations, like out of the blue, I think is very kind of like questionable. So if you guys know what's going on with
Course.
Subway, Jack in the Box is also closing a ton of their locations. Honestly, not surprising. There's a Jack in the Box at the corner of our street also, or down the road from us. I haven't been there in years, like since I was a child, probably. I'm 33. Manny, you've never been to a Jack in the Box, right?
Nope. I
Yeah,
haven't.
I think if you guys still go to a Jack in the Box, let us know because I have not gone to one in forever, truly forever. But Wendy's has also shared that they're down 2%, I think, from their sales. So it's a little bit of everybody being hit. So don't be surprised if you see local fast food joints in your area start closing down because God
It's
knows what's
either
going
that or
on.
prices go up.
Yeah, true.
Unfortunately.
But if it's stuff like Jack in the Box, just let them go. Let them go. But one of the things that McDonald's is doing in response to the declining in their sales is bringing back some of their previous items, like the snack wrap. I personally have never had it. I think the
Okay.
last time I heard of a snack wrap was when I was living in Eagle Pass, which was almost 10 years ago. And not just because like they were having it. I don't normally like eat a lot of McDonald's. I'm more of a Whataburger person. I ate a lot of McDonald's when I lived in Orlando, but because there was not a freaking Whataburger near me. And even then, I don't ever remember the snack wrap. It's not something I ordered. I don't even know what it is. Is it like a Chick-fil-A wrap?
What?
The snack
The
wrap?
snack? I've never had it either, but that's what it sounds like. It probably sounds like the the word snack wrap makes it seem like it's like a small wrap,
No,
like
to
designed to
from
be
you
a
want to know what
snack.
I think it is? I think it's like a dollar value burger with nuggets in there and fries. Like a snack wrap, to me, it's like a little bit of everything put into a wrap. I don't see that as something healthy. You're not gonna like the wrap at Chick-fil-A is like obviously healthy. It's on a tortilla
Yeah, I mean it's like
with like veggies and
lettuce,
chicken,
tomatoes,
not
like you
tomatoes.
have chicken. No, what? It's like it has lettuce, cheese,
It's like
the
a healthier
chicken.
option versus like having a bun. But
Yeah.
I don't correlate like a McDonald's snack wrap with the Chick-fil-A snack wrap, like Chick-fil-A cool wrap. I think a snack wrap is a snack wrap. I think that it's just kind of like a little bit of everything, like junk food, not junk food, but like a little bit of everything on their menu in one wrap, which is not healthy. Like I
Yeah.
don't relate it to it being healthy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
But
mean, to me, I wouldn't like try to add like nothing at McDonald's seems like it's healthy, but I just think it's like
you know
probably like
what?
a very small
No,
item.
lie. They used to have this really good Caesar salad. I was obsessed with it. But, babe, you want to know what they're introducing to McDonald's? What they're bringing? Like, I don't know if they're trying to take a shot at Chick-fil-A or what, but they are introducing McStrips. They're calling them, they're calling them McCrispy strips. So along with the McRecession, they're bringing in McCrispy strips, and they actually launched today, May 5th.
Chicken
A
tender.
chicken tender. But along with their chicken tender, they're like also introducing like this creamy chili dip. I saw it. It's very weird. It's supposed to be like a sweet, savory, tangy dipping sauce. So I've never had the sriracha at Chick-fil-A, but I'm assuming it's something like that, or like the sweet and spicy sauce, or the sweet and sour sauce. I don't know.
Me, you know the only sauce I got at Chick-fil-A is
They're
the
calling it
Chick-fil-A.
a creamy chili dip, like a gravy. Like when you say creamy, I think of like a baked potato soup. I think of like gravy, like creamy.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like they said that to kind of leave it open ended, and because they might not even know what the fuck they're doing.
Maybe, maybe not. But I haven't, I mean, I don't, like I said earlier, I don't really eat Chick-fil-A. Like, I eat Chick-fil-A a lot. I don't eat McDonald's a lot. But I think from what I'm reading online, they are bringing back their barbecue ranch stack. Don't know what that is. A Milky Way McFlurry, a McValue menu. I think they're revamping their McValue menu because a lot of the stuff on there is no longer just $1. Get it together,
Like
McDonald's.
that, they said we can no longer support you broke, you
No.
broke people.
No, for real. But
We gotta look after our own.
they're also offering like a new premium version of their lemonade. And I don't know, who knows? The Cosmics. This was actually very cool. So I guess a few years ago they introduced like this new cafe that was like space themed. Well, it's a spin-off concept of
A fate that's space theme?
yeah, I had never heard of it. The only like McDonald's space themed that I have ever been to is a McDonald's in Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell is a very much like alien spacey because of like Area 51, I think. I could be very wrong. But yeah, so Roswell, New Mexico is like the entire town is like alien and space themed.
At the time we were watching a documentary about that had like 5 or 4 like sightings in like a month or some shit. Like, no, that was another one, wasn't it?
That was probably another one.
It was like a very small town. I know
I don't remember that.
we had seen a documentary. We didn't finish it, but it was like a documentary we had seen like just briefly about like several like ex-military and government people like finally coming out and saying, you know, it's crazy. This is a complete sidetrack. It has nothing to do with our podcast. But it's like I feel like we're at a point where like they're gonna come out and say that aliens are real, and we're just gonna be like, "Cool story, bro. We've been known." But anywho, you were saying that Roswell, Texas. That was just
No, Roswell, New
my little
Mexico. Roswell, New
Roswell, New
Mexico, they
Mexico.
have like a spaceship themed McDonald's. It's actually very cool. Even their
Sounds almost like
lighting, like their street lights are like alien themed. It's like an alien themed town. Super weird. But that's what I'm thinking when I see or when I hear of like Cosmics. Look, this is what it looks like. So it's actually like it's a spin-off version. I'm showing Manny. I know we don't have any video for you guys, but it's like a spin-off version of McDonald's space themed. And I think they're bringing it back. There's a few locations in Texas and one in Illinois. And I think is it just drinks?
I don't know, like a little drinks and
Yeah. And so I
I don't
think
know,
McDonald's is either bringing that back or bringing a little bit of their cosmics to their stores. But I mean, they've got to fight their decline in sales somehow. And I think that this is how they're trying to do it. First of all, lie. If you're gonna introduce cosmic drinks, which this looks like frosted stuff or like iced cafes and stuff,
I mean, your ice cream machine.
fix your mother effing ice cream machine because it is absolute like garbage. Honestly, like
It needs
take
to
some
work if
pointers
you.
from Chick-fil-A. That's what you should be doing before anything and above all else. So yeah, before you do
That's
anything else to fix
definitely.
that dang ice cream machine.
I personally have never run into that issue, but I have heard that
I
it's
have, unfortunately.
pretty bad, pretty
It
bad,
is.
pretty bad.
Have you ever seen that meme on Facebook of like all the signs fighting each other? Like the Wendy's, the Dairy Queen, the McDonald's, the Burger King. Like you know how they all have like those little like signs? Like their street sign?
The street
Like the
sign,
street sign has like that little marquee.
billboards, like the
No,
billboards.
the ones they put those suction letters on. Like the little
Oh yes, I mean I barely said them anymore, but yes.
and so there's memes that of like restaurants that are so close to each other that they're having like sign wars. It's so
Oh,
funny.
those people need raising.
Yeah. So if you're looking for somewhere to go that's not so much Cinco de Mayo like related,
Yeah,
definitely go check out their McTenders, McCrispy strips, whatever the heck they're called, and their new chili sauce. I don't
like
know. I'm very
strictly.
picky with my tenders. I really only like buffalo with them. So I'm not one that branches out like to try new sauces. I'm very much so. If it's not like Raising Cane's like secret sauce and buffalo
A
sauce,
hot take. Raising Cane without the sauce, those tenders are kind of
they're
bland.
dry. Yeah, I'm very much have to have like a dipping sauce, which is either the Raising Cane sauce or buffalo sauce. Like I used to be able to dip my tenders in ketchup. I can no longer do that. Like what was I thinking? Chicken and ketchup? Like what's wrong with me?
Man, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a normal thing to do.
Well,
I don't
yeah, when you're
know.
like 4, but now that you're an adult,
Fuck
I'm not gonna be
me
digging.
when you're
I'm
4.
not digging.
That is acceptable at any age, no matter
No,
what.
I'm sorry.
People
I'm not
like
a
their
33
ketchup.
year old dunking my chicken in ketchup.
Yeah, y'all can come for her in the comments. Yeah, she's insane.
Absolutely not. I will, like, no, I'm sorry. But moving on. If you guys are looking for something to do on Cinco de Mayo, we have you covered. I've done a little bit of research, and a lot of places are actually offering Cinco de Mayo deals. One of them being Chipotle, babe, and you did not know this.
I did not know.
So I actually know nothing about Roblox, so I don't know if it's like a game that kids play or if like,
It's meant to be a kids game, but there's a lot of controversy on the game. It's just a game for, for to keep it simple.
yeah. So they're actually going to be having an event on Roblox.
It's a game within a game, or like that's
That's
kind of what
dumb.
they do. There's like a big game where people make multiple little games.
That is so weird. Anyway, so Chipotle is launching a new digital game on Roblox, which is actually very weird. It's called Ingredient Quest, where players can earn free entrees. Babe, get on it, okay? I need a free Chipotle bowl.
It's 50%. So if you want food, you can let me.
Additionally, from this, and from what I saw on another article, it's only like, or it starts at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know, like, as far as timing wise, if it's available all day, I'm not sure. But regardless, they are also having from May 1st through the 5th, they're having free delivery. You have to use the code DELIVER and free chips and queso with the code Cinco25. So if you're on the
Coach,
app
let
or
me see.
online, definitely use those codes if you want a free chips and queso because them are expensive sometimes.
They definitely can be. They definitely can be.
Chewy's. Have you ever been to Chewy's? They're actually the newest concept from what I last heard. Darden was incorporating Chewy's. Hopefully it makes their food better because their food was absolute garbage. Okay, hot take. I don't care. You can come for me in the comments. I'm not a fan of Chewy's. The few times I've had it, I'm not a fan. But I will say their margaritas are pretty good. My friend Esther put me on something, you guys. Definitely like not life changing, but definitely like a go-to drink of mine now. Whenever you're out, especially at the Chewy's, but realistically anywhere. If you're gonna have a margarita, ask them for a shot of peach schnapps in your margarita, like your regular on the rocks margarita.
Never heard this before, by the way.
Definitely so good. Like truly, truly so delicious. I'm one that I love margaritas. I love tequila. So eventually, babe, what I want to do is I want to have like a margarita taste test and have like different tequilas to choose from. Obviously, my go-to is always going to be Casamigos. I want to try the rocks. It's called Tequila
Hermana.
de Remana. And I want to try Lisa Barlow's tequila. Lisa Barlow. So she's a Bravo celebrity. She's a Bravo
Right,
housewife. I eventually want to do another segment, another show within the Behind the Apron. I want to do Behind the Bravo Apron, and I want to try different like items that these housewives or Bravo celebrities like release. And so like I'm a huge
my
Vanderpump Rules
bad.
fan. I'm a huge housewife fan. So I definitely want to try Lisa Barlow's Vita tequila and have a margarita with it and see how it tastes. But I've actually been to Sir and their goat cheese balls, guys. I don't care if they're frozen. They are so good. Truly.
What?
The goat cheese balls, the fried goat cheese balls that they used to eat all the time, like in the first few seasons. Truly, truly great. I don't care if they're frozen. That's what I've heard. I've been hearing online that they're frozen and I could care less. Lisa Vanderpump, they are delicious. Anyways, back to the topic. Stay tuned for that. We will eventually, I think I want to branch out and do like a little Bravo like show within our show. So especially with the new season of Vanderpump
Yeah, we'll
and
think
the new
about that.
recast, it's gonna be good. But
Well, I'm not saying no, but she makes me want to see shows again that well.
I love Bravo, but whatever. So if you're at Chewy's, have some.
Peach
No.
schnapps.
I haven't
Wait,
even. Yeah, add like a swig or a shot of peach schnapps into your
swig?
margarita. It's like another shot. But I didn't even go into like the deal that Chewy's was having. I was talking about the margaritas. They're having $6 regular margaritas and $9 grande house margaritas. $1 floaters,
Okay.
$5 queso bowls, and $1 off select beers. I'm assuming it would be like Mexican or like imported beers like Corona, Dos Equis, Modelo. Go to Chewy's and enjoy some great deals. El Pollo Loco, I think that's more of like a southern thing or like some border towns have
I've
them.
never heard of the damn place.
Yeah, they're having spend $15 or more and receive 2 free chicken tacos on May 5th. So head to them. I don't even know. There used to be a Pollo Loco here in town, But
Actually, I think I saw some. Now that name doesn't. I think I saw some in Orlando by where I live.
a pollo loco?
But
Yes,
yeah,
yes, the new one.
yes,
Yes,
that's
but is it even
the.
Mexican food or is it?
I
No, I
don't.
think your mom said it was like a different.
It was Guatemalan.
Yes,
I was like, because it used to be. I wouldn't. I'm 100% sure it used to be a pollo tropical, and I was like, wasn't it a pollo tropical like 2 years ago before I left? And she was like, no, they were always building that, and there was a pollo that to be by my house. I was like, what the
it's
fuck?
new though.
I
That
was like,
new.
y'all want to build all this cool shit after I leave?
Yeah,
Like,
but the last but not least, TGI Fridays. Obviously, there's several other restaurants, across
they
the
all have
U.S.
their own deals, but these were the ones
These are the
we.
ones that I could like find that I think a lot of people would have, like TGI Fridays. They're celebrating with $5 margaritas, chips and salsas, or chips and queso deals. It didn't really tell me their deals, so this is what ChatGPT told
I
me.
mean, Fridays always does have very good deals going on all the time. My favorite used to be their bottomless appetizers. Those of you who've been to Fridays know what I'm talking about. Called Wood Lit.
So yeah, so actually they're having a $5 happy hour or $5 all day menu, including $5 chips and salsa and $5 classic margaritas.
And it's faithful. You can never go wrong with Cheddar's. Their Rocks Margarita may be cheap and not that strong, but you done a couple of those and
You'll be feeling happy, happy, happy.
you'll be having a
Do
good
they have a
time, I'm
happy hour
sure.
now?
I have no idea.
I think, I mean, I haven't been to a Cheddar's in forever. I think they
Yeah,
were
we have
doing happy
not.
hour.
I don't I don't know. I really don't know. I don't remember them having happy hour. I think they were just doing their like little seasonal
Yeah, they
like
have like
drink
seasonal
stuff.
drink stuff, but
I don't think they have a happy hour.
yeah, no,
Correct
they
us if
never
we're
did
wrong.
before.
Our lovely friends in the comments who still work there.
But the reason that they never had happy hour is because their drinks were always like
Anyway.
reasonably priced.
Oh yes, you're right, yeah.
I think the regular Rocks Margarita before was like $4.99 or $5.99.
Yeah, before inflation took over. And the painkiller was like what, $5? Like a $5 painkiller?
No, it was like 7 or 8, I
Was
think.
it?
I think so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
But
Another hot take. Well, not hot take. That
Cheddar's is
painkiller is overrated.
Cheddar's is actually adding their ground beef back to their queso. That's something that we went away with after COVID, and I think they recently just
I
added it
understood
back
why. That to me never made sense. I
because we
don't.
never used the ground beef for anything else.
I don't know what I'm
So it was
saying. It's
one
like,
more
why
thing that
take
we
it
had to make
away?
when it was like labor and stuff like that.
Ah,
So
lazy. Lazy.
So let us know what you guys think about the Behind the Bravo apron. It's something that I really too want to. I think I'm very well versed in the Bravo world, and they have stuff like Top Chef, and you know, um, you know what I found the other day, and you saw it, the Teresa Giudice's cookbook. We got to try some of her recipes, see if they're
I don't
really
know. She don't know how to cook. She don't know how to say the damn ingredients.
coming.
Yeah.
It's cumin, bitch, but
Yeah, she don't know how to say the damn thing.
yeah. So, babe, anything else?
Honestly,
We
I
gonna go
can't
to
really.
Chipotle tomorrow for Cinco de Mayo.
No, probably not. But I don't think there's much else we can talk about besides.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell. We actually just had Taco Bell last night.
Oh, I actually have some tacos left over.
You're
I
right,
don't
we
know.
do.
How does this have to tie into the episode?
Taco Bell. Taco Bell is having Cinco de Mayo deals. Get free Nacho Bell Grande with an order of $20 or more on DoorDash. What? We literally DoorDash Taco Bell
Yesterday.
last night. What the hell? Get a free Nacho Bell Grande with an order of $20 or more on DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Grubhub. Through May 31st, 5% off every order on Uber, one student delivery. That's not really a taco. That's not really Cinco de Mayo, but fine. Oh, this one. We were talking about The Rock's tequila.
Tequila?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his Terremana Tequila want to help you celebrate Cinco de Mayo for the 5th consecutive year. They are doing purchase any cocktail made with Terremana Tequila, and the brand will give you a rebate for any appetizer for $10 via Venmo. The deal is good through May 31st and up to $1 million in rebates, I guess, total. And yeah, so it's called Guac on the Rock. That's funny.
Walk on the rock.
Yeah. So yeah, I was right. So Chewy's is having $1 off Coronas, Modelos, and Dos Equis. And Bonefish, I know for all of our peeps in Florida, get a green jeans matcha margarita made with Matthew and Camila's.
what?
Called
Green tea?
green jeans
Green
matcha
tea.
margarita made with Matthew McConaughey and his wife's Pantalones organic tequila for just $5 at Bonefish. Abuelos, the Mexican restaurant chain right there by the Loop, in Orlando, but all the abuelos, they have $5 specials all day, which include $5 draft beers served in a 22-ounce stadium cup while supplies last, frozen Mexican flag margaritas, La Grandeza margarita, Mexican candy shots. What? I love Mexican candy shots. And chile con queso appetizers. So if you guys have an abuelos, definitely go try their Mexican candy shots. 10 out of 10. Tijuana Flats. So Tijuana Flats is having a $5 menu, including 2 street tacos with chips. Good for dine-in, carry-out, online, and delivery orders. $5 options, including chips and queso, chips and guac, a Tijuana trio. And yeah, so we have several restaurants.
I actually have never been to a Tijuana Flats, and there used to be one right next to well, not right next to, but like down the street from the ale house we always went to.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it before with Cheeky.
Gosh, I just cracked my
So
eggs out, guys.
yeah,
Fun Cinco de Mayo plan.
it should be a very fun Cinco de Mayo. So I hope you guys have a great Cinco de Mayo. Send us your pics on Instagram. If you have any Cinco de Mayo margaritas, share them on your stories and tag us. I want to see them. I want to share them on our stories. It's going to be so much fun. We'll definitely do the same. I'll make sure to share some stories for you guys. Babe, anything else?
If you go out, make sure you stay safe. Don't drink and drive. If you are gonna go out, make sure you have a designated driver or Uber. They can be pricey, but it's not worth your life. If you work, hope you have a fantastic day. You make a lot of money, and your ship goes by in the blink of an eye.
Definitely. Well, you guys know what to do. Do all the podcast things, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you have anybody in the restaurant business, then definitely send this episode to them, or some friends you want to have a great Cinco de Mayo night out with. Also send them this episode. Whoever, it doesn't matter, your mama, your friends, your neighbor, your boyfriend, your honey, whoever, we don't care, send it to them. Next week, we will be having a recap of our Mother's Day back in 2020. It was not a good day, but it'll be a good episode. We promise you that. So
Can't wait. Can't wait.
It'll be good. If you're on YouTube and you follow us, make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode and you never miss any of our short videos that we post. Moving forward, we will have hopefully by the summer we will have some video options for you guys. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. We will see you guys next Monday. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And don't forget to clock out.
We'll see you next week, foodies.